Can you offer any tips on filling out job applications?
So when filling out an application, there's a few things you need to do. First of all, make sure you fill everything out. Be accurate, don't leave any blanks, and make sure you write neatly so that the person can read everything clearly.
What are some common mistakes people make on job applications?
First, we want to make sure everybody fills out the entire application. Do not leave anything blank. Don't cross things out. Use whiteout or ask for a new application, and make sure you double check your spelling. Don't have your mom fill out your application, and make sure you use a professional email address.
What can I do if I don't have enough work experience?
You don't have to stress if you never worked for a company before officially, but you can always list employees such as working for your family members, like babysitting the kids, or maybe mowing the lawn for your neighbors. Also, you want to make emphasis on the skills that you have. If you're really good with the computers, if you know another language, also if you're really good at math, you want to make sure that you mention that, because those skills might be needed in a work setting.
Well, they should put whatever experience that they do have on that resume. They should also include some things that they have done in the past. Maybe they've shadowed somebody or know somebody in the field, and they can go in and they can get an experience by doing some observations of people in the field. So you would want to include that in there. Some volunteer experiences is also very important to put in there, because some volunteer experiences will also relate to the job that you're choosing.
What style of dress do you recommend I wear?
I tend to think that dressing on the conservative side is always your best bet. I think if you're applying for a position in the private sector, especially in your younger years, that potential employers will have more confidence in you and more trust handling their business matters, dealing with their clients, their customers, and just demonstrating better judgment that way.
What do you look for in a candidate?
Commitment for the position, a commitment toward making sure that the candidate is well researched, that they want to be here, that we are their first choice, because that's what we deserve.
Can you tell me about a candidate on an interview that didn't work out, and why?
Recently I had a candidate come in for an entry-level position wearing a graphic t-shirt, basketball shorts, and sneakers. Highly inappropriate for any interview at any company. Not only did he have that inappropriate outfit on, when I went to pick him up from the lobby, he was on his cell phone. I brought him into the conference room to meet with him, and I explained to him that I would not be interviewing him that day, and I explained to him why I wouldn't be interviewing him. And it was because of his mannerisms in the lobby and also the inappropriate outfit he had on.
Do you check social media accounts before hiring?
What if mine's on private? Are you still able to check it?
As part of the hiring process, we do a AccuTrace background check, where we actually contract out with a company to check the candidate's professional references and record of employment, their criminal background, and their driving record. We also require fingerprinting, which is part of New York State law. So somebody is actually run through the New York State system. And we have checked social media, and it is very important that people know that what they post on their personal social media account definitely impacts whether or not they will get a position.
So social media is an interesting piece to the human resource and hiring process. In many instances in the private sector, I've been made aware that what they will do very often is check. They'll look people up, they'll Google them, they might even ask for passwords to kind of get to know a candidate. So it's really important that whatever you post or whatever you say about yourself on social media, that you need to be aware that somebody at some point has the potential of seeing that, and I would be really careful with that.
What advice can you offer me about using social media now and in the future?
My advice would be to be cognizant and thoughtful about what you post. Whatever you post is going to live out on the internet forever. One day it could come back to haunt you. I would stay away from posting anything that could embarrass you to someone you look up to, parents, grandparents, aunts or uncles, somebody's very respected. If you wouldn't want them to see it, don't post it.
What
What advice can you offer me on my job resume?
The format really doesn't matter as much as the information that is on the resume. So you want to make sure that the resume is very clean, easy to read, is short, is concise, that there's not big paragraphs on there, because when people are scanning through resumes, they're looking to see if you're qualified, if you have the proper certifications and your education. So they want to see those areas up front. They want to see those areas clear and bold, so that way when they're quickly going through a resume, they can say yes or no, this person's not qualified. If it takes them a long time to read through your resume, they may just pass it by.
Well, it's very important to not have spelling or grammatical errors. We do look to make sure that the appropriate format and the language that's used within a resume is appropriate. I did used to work in the private sector, and we used to file resumes with typos and errors. We called it under G for garbage.
What should we do if we've had a lapse in employment?
So if you have a lapse in employment, the most important thing to do is to fill the gap, to make sure that you explain honestly why there's a gap in your resume, be clear about the circumstances, and just be honest is the most important thing.
What steps should I take to prepare for an interview?
I would say the number one thing is to do research on the company. There would be nothing more embarrassing or something that a hiring manager would not want to find, that you come into an interview, you know nothing about their company.
First of all, you want to read about the company. You want to know what their actually purpose is in the business industry. And also you can read out in internet questions that potentially an interviewer is going to be asking you. So that way when they ask you, you feel more confident and you have answers ready for them. As well as the personal appearance. You want to make sure that you make a good impression when you go to this office. Don't wear PJs or slacks or something that is not going to look so professional. It doesn't have to be crazy and elegant, but at least professional, clean and neat.
What are some mistakes teens make on interviews?
Make sure you do your research and you know about the company and you know where you want to work and you know what they do. I once interviewed somebody who was a page in the adult department and wanted to become a clerk in teen. And when I said, why do you want to work in teen? Do you know about what we do? She said, I really don't know what you do, but it looks like it might be fun.
When I arrive at the interview, is there anything specific I should do?
Extend your right hand and offer the person a firm, sincere handshake. Look the person squarely in the eye at all times during the interview. These both denote sincerity and focus. And make sure your cell phones are in the off position. Emergencies can wait.
What additional advice can you give us?
Really sell yourself. You know, show what you know. Don't worry about necessarily having the experience for the position that you're applying for. Really highlight all those attributes that can connect to the position that you're applying for, because being a well-rounded individual and really knowing what your strengths are actually will lead you towards achieving the job that you want to look for and apply for.
Make sure you're courteous to everyone you meet before, during, and after the interview. You never know whom the interviewer will ask about you. He could ask, or she could ask, the custodian, secretaries, any of the support staff. So please be courteous.
Oh, way! You're terrible! You and I, you're looking like that. Good. Yeah. Nice.
The next applicant for the page position, please. Are you Mateo?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, Mateo, I was looking over your application, and I'm wondering why you would like to work in the library.
It's pretty cool.
It's cool. Care to elaborate?
It looks lit.
Okay, great. We have electricity.
No.
Have you looked at our website or newsletter at all?
Nah, I don't got a computer.
Well, each month, every household in the community gets a newsletter. I was wondering if you ever looked at it?
Nah.
No. Okay,
Can't
great.
think of it.
Excellent. Do you have any questions for me?
1 minute, girl. Hold on. Yo, what's up, baby? Yeah, pick me up right now. I think I got this job on lock. Alright.
Thanks for coming.
Oh, no problem, girl.
You have a good day. Can I have the next applicant for the page position, please?
Hi, my name is Anissa. Nice to meet you.
Anissa, very nice to meet you. And Miss Kyle, please have a
I
seat.
have my resume for you right here.
Excellent. Thank you very much. I was looking over your application, and I'm just wondering why you would like to work in the library.
Well, as a kid, I enjoyed the programs here, and I enjoy the atmosphere, and I love to be here.
That's excellent. So you've come to our programs before.
Yep.
You have a library card with us?
Yep.
Excellent. That's so nice to hear. Have you ever looked at our website or looked through our newsletter?
I get your newsletter all the time. I always look at the Technology Center, and I always look to see if there's any classes I'm interested in.
That's fantastic. Do you have any questions for me?
When will you make your decision?
We'll know within the next week or two, and I'll contact you and let you know either way.
Thank you so much. It was very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you for coming.
Yo, I didn't get the job, man.
Did you do something wrong?
I don't know what I did wrong. This is people, man.
Guys, did you hear? I got the job.
Yo, congratulations.
Here, I got the job.
Yo, congratulations.
No! No! No!